what's up everybody? I got a country guitar lesson today. Now, we're gonna do a quick run through here on YouTube, and I'll put up the tabs on my Patreon for free. You don't have to pay for the tabs on my Patreon, you just gotta go over there at 6-String Twangin on Patreon. Now, if you become a subscriber on Patreon, you will get the how and why and where everything comes from. I'll explain all that stuff so that you can play this kind of stuff on your own and come up with your own ideas, and you'll have a complete understanding of how to do it all by yourself. This is a cool guitar lesson here because you can play it all by yourself and sound really good at the same time. Let's jump into it. Okay, testing. Okay, everybody, we got a country tune in the key of E. And it's got an A chord, a B7 chord, and at the very end, we actually throw in a C sharp 7, a dominant 7. You'll see what I'm talking about later on. Now, for the YouTube video, we're gonna do a slow playthrough, maybe talk about it a tiny bit, and I will have the tabs for everything I'm gonna play. Hold on, let me turn this thing off. That's my flux capacitor right there.
Flux capacitor, fluxing.
Now, for the, if you want the tabs, they're gonna be on my Patreon for free. Hey, did I say free? I said free.
I don't think you heard what I said, Pop. I said it's free.
And if you want to sign up for my Patreon, if all this stuff is confusing to you, like you see me going all over the fretboard and you don't know what the heck's going on, I can explain all that stuff on my Patreon, and you'll be playing this stuff on your own. You'll be making this stuff up on your own in no time. Do you hear that? No time. But let's jump into it right now. So what we got is we're starting on the 1. And we're playing it over a E, A, and then a B, and then it just repeats. And I got this, I was playing along with the Merle Haggard song, so I think the song was Big City. Yeah, Merle Haggard, Big City. So that'll give you an idea of the vibe of it, right? Right? And so I was just playing along, adding my own stuff over top of it, and I came up with something similar to this. It wasn't exactly this. I cleaned this up a bit, made it like, for the guitar lesson, I made it like more into a composition instead of just like playing off the cuff. Cleaned it up a little bit. So this is what we got. Starting on the 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now, obviously, in the song, in the Merle Haggard song, the stuff I did at the very end, it wouldn't work. I did that when I was like coming up with a guitar lesson. I just wanted to put in something fresh, you know, for your ears. But if you're playing along with the Merle Haggard song, you wouldn't put that C sharp thing I did right here in, where I went, and then I went, F sharp 9, B7, and then E. You wouldn't put in that C sharp and the F sharp, but you know, for the lesson it works. It sounds cool. So I'll do that one more time even slower so you can play along with the tabs on my Patreon for free. And then if you want the how-to, where it comes from, why we're playing, what we're playing, how to write this stuff on your own, you can sign up as a Twanger member. Here we go. Slower. For YouTube, here we go. Like, just super quickly, if you're wondering what this is, it's coming from an E chord. It's coming from that shape. And I'm adding in some chromatics. And then we go to the A. And right when I do that, I flip. See, I started out on my middle position. I got the 2 pickups turned on. It's got that like spanky sound. And then I flip it. Because when you do that rake, I'm turning on my P90 pickup all by itself. And I'm doing that rake. And grabbing that high E all by itself, and it can scream. It can scream all by itself as a bassy sound on a high note. And I just really love that sound. And then I do a double stop as I go to my the E chord. And then when I'm picking that, I try to pick like way back here, like over top of this pickup, even though this one is the one that's turned on. I want to pick close to my bridge because it gives it like a Duane Eddy kind of sound. And I don't know if you can hear that, but I'm playing through my Hot Rod DeVille amp from Fender, and it's got the 2 12s in it, all tube, and it just has a oomph to it with those 2 12-inch speakers. And then, what do we do after that? Yeah, so that's, I'm walking up to my B7, B as in boy. Only I'm playing it like this. And when I play a B7, it's got an open string in it. String number 2 is open. B. Now, when I go up to my C7, that half step up, it's not a clean C7. It's got that string ringing out underneath it. I want the dissonance from that. Because then I head back down onto my B7 and it cleans it up. I'm going to pick all the way down here again. Otherwise it can sound kind of muddy. But when I do this, what I really wanted to do was go. Although, if I did that, it's a really, really big, super quick jump. And it doesn't really transition well. So I said, okay, I'm grabbing an F sharp and a G sharp, and then my A. So instead of grabbing those low ones and doing that jump where it would sound choppy, you don't want it to sound choppy, instead of doing those low ones, I just went up here. Now I could have went F sharp, G sharp, and A. Although instead of doing that, I decided I could have my open A string ringing out while I play my next lick. See, the A is ringing out underneath the high strings I'm playing. And then I stop it right when I do this. Now, this here is my E. Here I introduced a new chord, a 6 chord, but it's a dominant 7. C sharp. Here's do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. It's my la. And then an F sharp 7, or it's actually an F sharp 9. Here, I just grab a B7. And then an E note. And then I do its octave lower when I hit the open string. And then an E6-9. You all know that. And that's that. Now, in this style of guitar playing, we're playing the changes. What does that mean? Well, we're playing lead, right? We're playing a solo, single notes. Now, when you play the changes, the choices of the notes you play are related to the chords that you choose, the chords that are going by, right? So rather than just using one scale and using the notes from that scale and playing it over an entire song, all the chords, right? We are changing our choice of notes to accommodate every new chord that shows up, that pops up, right? So what I'm not doing is thinking about things as scales and then injecting a new scale into a new chord. It's more like I'm thinking about how chords work, how chords are created, how chords work, and how they relate to each other, and I'm taking the note choices from those chords. So like, instead of thinking like I have to learn all my scales, which it's a good thing to learn your scales. Having more knowledge can only help you. And then what you choose to do with it after that is your choice, right? Like, I'm not really thinking about things in terms of scales. I'm standing up because it's easier for me to think if I'm moving around and walking. So one of the reasons why this style of guitar playing, like playing the changes, sounds so good is because for the listener, it draws their ear like into every chord. Like they don't have to guess where the song is going, because the single notes, the lead lines that you're playing, reflect the chord that should be played. Like if you had someone playing, like a second person that was playing, they'd be playing those chords. But if you don't have them there, you are implying those chords by the note choices that you choose to play. And so that's why this style of guitar playing sounds so interesting, and why you can play it all by yourself and it sounds so good. I love that whole concept of playing the changes. So if you want to learn a lot more about this whole concept and really get this under your belt, under your fingers, the blisters on your fingers, under them, then you can head over to my Patreon, 6-String Twangin on Patreon. I will show you where it comes from, why we play what we play, how to do it, so that you don't have to copy anyone. You are able to come up with it on your own, just like I just did. You won't have to sit there watching a video or reading tab and just play back what they're showing you, and then you copy what they did and you can do it. Maybe you're super quick and can do it, like, and you're so fast. But like, you don't understand why you're playing that stuff. You're able to do it, but you don't know why you're doing it. Well, understanding why is going to be able to allow you to create this stuff on your own really easily. You won't have to hunt and peck. You'll just have an understanding. Oh, that's how I do it. And just let it come out. I'll see you next time. Until then, you just keep on picking.